Hello. So this is my trade that is running in. Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. This is forex store. So this is my trade that I took today. Let me just look at it. It's looking so beautiful. This is a 4 hours, and we took a trade right here, and it is running in profit, expecting it to come to my negative 61 or to this upper zone right here. But before that, let's go ahead see how it all started. So last week we were right here. Let me do a let me bring it. Yeah, let's continue this time here. Excuse me, sorry about that. This is let me see. Let's cancel this one. Okay, so let's go back here. I don't want to take much of your time. Just want to do a quick setup, my A plus setup that made me so much money. Okay, so here we are. So this week, the market opened up right Monday, Sunday, Monday, right here, because we already had this on a trend line. Because that basically I trade on the 1 hour and the 4 hours. So here is my trend line. Here's my trend line right here. Let me see if I can minimize this. Let's minimize that. Let's keep just a little bit. Excuse me one more time. Let's minimize this so that don't let's do this. So this is my trend line because it was on a downtrend, and then it was on a downtrend, like October, November into November, and then we had a change of character right here because this was a the lower high, a previous lower high that was changed, was broken, and this was a new high that we had. So definitely structure had changed. So definitely we're waiting for change in pattern, like an upward trend. So because I already had a low here, so I plotted my graph, my trend line. I plotted my trend line to, the first 2 points, and after which it gave me, I used Fibonacci literally for everything, like, for my setup. So I had like, first of all, the major Fibonacci level because I had the point A, and this one I considered this as a point B because it had given me a high higher than the previous high. So this was my point zero, and pulled back to my, what level is this? So this, what is this dotted yellow line? Gave me like it was at um 38 retracement. From there I knew that definitely was going to come to my 27 because 28, 30, when it pulls back to the 30, definitely it's going to hit take profit one. So when it got to this zone, I was in this trade, but I exited here at this zone. I exited at this zone because I go with zones too. you know I exited at this zone, like this blue zone, because it's a support and resistance zone. You see, like price came and tested here, tested here, tested here as support, breakthrough, and I was waiting for a retest. It came and retested here as a resistance. So resistance. So I definitely knew that price was going to come over here and reacted. I think I was in this trade. Yeah, it was this trade where this fib is. I exited right here. But price continued. I was so mad, but then that's the market, right? Better save your equity, preserve your equity preservation. So I continued. I think I took another trade. I was just being greedy. I just break my rules. I've broken my rule because when I'm in a trade, I don't trade anymore. I think I was just so greedy. I took a short trade here and I exited the trade. This next purple zone, I was out. Then the market gave us like the market, what was that? Okay, at this big Fibonacci level. So the market got to negative 27 because we knew it was going to come over there because he had 38% retracement. So when I got here, I exited here. And when the market pushed up, I was like, okay, fine, I'm out of the market. So I was expecting the market to bounce back, to drop back before going, to pull back, sorry, before going back to this purple, this green zone, because that's our 4-hour zone. Literally three zones, trend line, and Fibonacci. That's my strategy. That's what I use, and also a little bit of that and some divergence. So when I got here, I started seeing this. I knew how this was going to create divergent because when I started saying this, I said, okay, this is divergent that is forming. Because you see, like, let me put like this. When you go to the 15 minute, let's go to the 15 minute, and then you see, like right here, when I saw this, I knew it was going to be diverging, you know. I knew divergent is coming into place because this was giving us a higher high, and here it's giving us, let me show it this way. Let's do it this way. Excuse me. See here, we have like a divergent here. And then here, we have another divergent right here. So here, right here, we have like this. If you take it like this, you see it was showing that this is giving us lower low, but this was giving us higher high. So I took a trade from here. Expect wherever I see a fib level, that means I took the trade. I took a trade. I saw rejections first of all around here. I taken a trade from here to here. Then I exited a trade because I think I wanted to go to bed or something. Then when it retraced, I took another trade, as you can see, this one, and then I exited the trade around here because I saw this divergent forming. Saw another divergent forming right here. And I was like, okay, this market is going to, because I'm in a minor level, minor structure, and it's a pullback in the overall, in the major structure. This is a pullback, like from here to here. Let me put this first. I saw this, so I knew, sorry, I had to put it under. Yeah, I saw this divergence, so I exited this trade, So I always have this notion that whenever market hits it doesn't matter the retracement in the minor structure. Once it hit take profit one, I'm out of the market. I don't try to be greedy. Forget about this. This was just in case because I was expecting price um to come and test back this our blue zone, which was also to make it a demand and supply zone. But it's the market. We don't control the market. So yeah, so I exited this trade. I know. And that was it. So I had to let the market play because it's a trend line right here. This trend line, that trend line right here. There's a trend line right here. I set up my alarms right here. This trend line, let me put a little bit. I set up my alarms right here. I've taken all the alarms that when market should break, the market let it alert me. And I think I was sleeping or something. And then once it did, because it was a zone, it broke the zone, it broke it. And I was expecting to pull back, come back and retest it. It did, it pulled back, came back and tested purple zone, and it pushed, it break the purple zone and the trend line, it pushed back down, trying to touch our negative 61, as you can see, before pushing back because I was expecting price to come right here. But since it didn't, and I saw the market also giving us like a different movement. So I waited once price break this zone one more time. I was like, okay, let me wait for see candle movement, the behavior of the candles. Then I saw rejection. I waited for a pullback. Once it gave me this, but I had entered here because I didn't want to be on a draw. I think I was stepping out to go do some grocery shopping, or I didn't want to be distracted. So I just entered and I put my stop loss really like, that was 28 pips. I usually go like, I try not to go at least more than 30 pips. So you can see, even for me, I had 14 pips. Yeah, I had 13 pips, So we're trying to save equity, our capital. So once the market was here, then I took the trade. It was a beautiful trade yesterday. Even when we had like the Fed, the federal the interest rate cut, when Jerome Powell was speaking, I saw like this bearish momentum. I was so excited. I was in this trade, then I think I exited the trade right here. Forget about this one. I exited the trade right here because this was a 4 hour zone. This was a 4 hour zone. I also have like the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee, they had to talk about the cut, the interest rate cut, and then I exited the trade right here. And I said, I was like, whatever happens here, I don't really care. I'm out of the market. I went up around my day and I waited for the market, like doing the Asian session and the signature session. I saw this divergence. I saw this one. Then I entered. I'd waited once it got into my opposite again. The demand and supply. I entered here. And I went to bed. I went to bed, and when I woke up in the morning, my market was right. I was so excited. And then because I just have Fibonacci levels. I just have like so many fips. Remember we had a negative 27. This trade is all over. Let's take this one out for a minute. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's hide this flip level. I don't know which one is that. Yeah. Is that it? Nope. This should be it. Nope. That's not it. This should be it. That's not it still. Should maybe this one. No, this one. Yeah. So if we hide now the big general over the major fib, because and then I drew another new fib level. I had a new fib level, which is from here. From here, we had a fib level from here to this high right here. It pulled down to 31. Definitely, we know we get to 31. We're expecting it to get to 30, 27. So there we go. And I was out of the market for a retracement right to this zone before coming back to this 61, or to come and mitigate this, or to come and tap into our blue zone. Let's go to the 1 hour. To come to my blue zone. And once you come to my blue zone, I'm expecting market. I'm not the market to come and, tap into this our trend line, which is the overall trend of the market, which is a downtrend. You see from here to here to here and here. That is my view of the market for the week. So this might not happen today, tomorrow, who knows, even on Monday, on Sunday, on Monday. So yeah, that's my pure buyout. And once you get here, I'll be out waiting for the market to give me like quick rejection or whatever. Then bam, we sell back down. Thank you. I hope you've learned something. I hope it's going to help you out. Yeah, thank you. You have a happy trading week.